Hello, my name is Rob, and this week I'll be talking about COP26 um, and topics surrounding that, um, and that one's from October 31st to November 12th. And some of this might make it into next week's uh, radio show that I host, um, because I'm recording this in advance um, of the conference. And wetlands play a significant role in reducing carbon emissions, but they're often overlooked by policymakers. And Wetlands International has a blog called Where Are All the Wetlands? Or at COP26, Where Are the Wetlands? And the CEO of Wetlands International says, "It's astonishing to me that although the science clearly demonstrates that wetlands are the best carbon sinks, which protects billions of lives from climate change, exacerbated storms and droughts, they are still not central to policy discussion." And they also say that 5% of global emissions come from draining and converting peatland. And poor and most vulnerable or disproportionately disproportionately depend on healthy wetlands. And there was a link between SDGs and biodiversity targets. And then I wrote an article for the author newspaper regarding parks and natural spaces and pandemics. And I joined that research. I found that those arguments that was made that future pandemics might be linked to the loss of biodiversity. And then those another group, Wildfowl and Wetlands Trust. They will be at the COP26 in Glasgow. Ramsar is an organization that will be at the conference. There's also they also say that peatlands are among the most valuable ecosystems in terms of carbon sequestration. But in Ontario, peatlands are among the least protected wetlands. And I'll talk about I'll mention the official plan later in this video. And they give an example, like 3% of the surface, but 30% of the carbon. And then I looked at Canada's nationally determined contribution under the Paris Agreement, 2021. And wetlands is only mentioned four different times. They play a significant role, but they'll mention so few times. And it says that 631 million is being spent to restore wetlands and enhance wetlands. 3 billion is being spent for trees over 10 years. And I'll have to look at how these numbers are, this will scale. And then, yeah, in Ontario, there's a lot of development that's happening or proposed to be happening in and around wetlands. Cotodo's Creek in Pickering Hospital, and that is one example. I might make a separate video. I'll make a separate video on specific developments that made the news, but there's a lot of planning decisions that'll in regards to wetlands that, and within Ontario, that'll taking away many of these spaces, or reducing their value, or building too close to them. And yeah, and Peterborough, the city of Peterborough has its official plan coming up, and I'll make a separate video specifically on the official plan. You can comment on the official plan this Monday, so I'll make the video for tomorrow. But yeah, what I'm hoping to see in the COP26 is an increased awareness of the importance of wetlands. Like considering their inputs, the wetlands input, and considering the diverse peoples intersectionally. And I do, and wetlands and the environment do have opinions, because they respond to stimuli. They can be absorbed to be in decline. The health of an ecosystem can be demonstrated. Fish have preference on where they live based on the amount of pollution, fish and benthics, and pollution changes in environmental conditions, and yeah, that's what I'll leave it for today. I'll look up what they're talking about. I know that those investments in fossil fuels will be a big topic of conversation. Canada is one of the leading contributors to fossil fuels. So, well, and then yeah, I'll be back with more videos throughout the week.